are you?
Good, good, good.
How was your day?
Yeah, it was good. Not too good.
Get up to much?
No, not too much.
Sweet.
This is a nice place you guys.
Yeah. We've had it for about 3 years now. It's just something our church bought.
Oh, that's nice. How long have you been playing guitar for?
I've been playing for about 4 years now. It's pretty good. Really enjoyed it. My grandpa actually got me into it. You know, just saw his guitar and then, you know, just saw it, took the opportunity to play and then, you know, I was blessed.
Sorry, okay. Just say that. Say
yeah, and then he just said I was an awesome player.
Oh, can you show us?
No, I can't because actually there's a string breaker in my hand.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
So yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for taking time out of your busy life just to come in.
That's alright. How's life been anyways?
My life's been good, eh? It's been good, you know. It's been a lot of change from when I was in school to now.
What's new? What's the change?
I guess, you know, when I was going through my third and fourth form days, you know, I wasn't the best person. I was quite, how would you put it? Naughty, but not say naughty. More going to the wrong side. Just choosing the wrong path, making wrong decisions and stuff. But yeah, that's what it's like at TC.
So, would you say you've come a long way since then?
To be honest, I reckon I have. I've come a long way from since I was, 13, 14 years old to now I'm 20. You know, I've grown in, maturity and, you know, I've learned to speak properly and do public speaking and also, you know, just getting around the community and helping. So I guess that's just probably one massive change that has really helped me out to get through life. And yourself? What about you? Trying to have any pauses to say.
Yeah, the pauses. Yeah,
oh.
The pauses thing. No, it's here's the speech.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying?
Struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, just talk about.
Oh, and that would be the problem.
Just roll it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just cut that piece of it.
On movie maker or something.
Yeah.
So what am I talking about? Do I just say how? See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What were the struggles you went through?
Aye.
And then just roll off questions of that. And was there any pressure from family? And then talk about the change that happened. Sweet.
Oh, that's good. So was there any struggle getting to that point? I mean, in your transition to that point of being good?
Struggles, I guess there was a few struggles, you know, growing up in Ota, people look down at you and thinking that, you know, nothing good comes out of here, you know, you won't go that far, but I guess for me, I had to overcome that struggle and make those people that said that eat their own words. So basically I had to, you know, start making a change and start doing positive things that will affect my career and what I'll do. So basically, one struggle that I always struggled with was English. English, you know, I hated English. It wasn't my type of thing, it wasn't my pudding or anything. But, you know, besides English, another thing was my behavior. You know, just muck around in class, waste time, just come school, eat lunch, play touch. And that was pretty much me. And, you know, you can talk to any of my boys and they'll say the same thing.
So I'm playing for questions. I can't think of any questions. Oh, I remember you telling me that you applied for a job.
Yeah. I think, I got the job in the end, but it was a long process. I think it took like 10 weeks from the first week to where I had the walk-in interview right up until now that I'm started to work. So, it was just a long process, just waiting game. It paid off in the end.
That's good. Well, congratulations on your job.
Thanks, man.
And was there anything that you learned from school that helped you get this, helped you give, sorry, was there anything, was there any?
Yeah, there was something that I picked up from school that actually helped.
Can you ask you the question first?
That's the year. So was there anything that you learned in school that helps you in the job?
Yeah, there was something that I learned from school that actually helped me through this job, and I guess that thing was being dependable. Because this job, you're doing a lot of stuff on your own, you're loading bags on your own, you're scanning on your own, and there's a lot of accountability. So I guess being dependable at school and doing stuff on my own, I guess that taught me, when I got out into the bigger world and started working, that taught me to be dependable, and it's just something I picked up from school. That's probably one of the main things that I learned from school that's really helped me out with my new job, which I'm loving.
Was there any kind of pressure for you to find a job, or was this kind of like your dream job?
I guess there was some pressure because, I was out of work for like 4 months and, just having no income, no nothing, and pretty much just surviving off my parents. And, I guess that was a struggle having no job, but now that I do got a job, I can also give back to my parents and stuff. And what was the other question you asked?
Shucks, I forgot. You asked this question. That whole bit.
No, was it a dream job?
Right. So, was that your dream job?
I guess in a way it wasn't my dream job, but when I started to look at it in a different way, where it would help me to go through another thing that I really want to do, which was traveling the world, I guess in that sense it was, because, after 6 months you get perks, and I guess for me, that can help me to travel the world, see different things, and I guess that's one of my main goals to do, is to travel the world, and New Zealand offers the opportunity to do it.
So what's your position in your job?
My position? So basically I'm the guy that loads the bags into containers. So you have containers that go into planes, so you put the bags in containers, and from then on goes to the plane. And also another key role to my job is unloading the containers, so you put them onto the conveyor belts for when people arrive from their destinations or from off their flight. So those are the two roles that I have make this new job.
So with this new job, what kind of strengths is needed for this job?
I guess there's two strengths that you really need for this job. One is physical strength, because you're lifting a lot of bags, and from 8 to 10 hours you can work, so you've got to carry on. And another strength would have to be your mental toughness, being able to keep your head in the game and being on guard, make sure you're scanning the right bags and putting them into the right places. And I guess those are two of the main strengths that you really need to have when working with in New Zealand and doing the baggage department. So I can't think of anything else there.
So you were out of a job for 4 months, and in that 4 months you were waiting for the airport to get back to you about your job. Was it hard waiting those 4 months, and was there any time that you wanted to give up?
I guess in those 4 months there was a lot of, I applied for one job, but I guess, I wasn't the right person for the job, so I didn't get it. And, I guess, just like anything, you don't get or you feel a bit down. And I guess that was something I had to overcome. And then also, as time went by, my parents hassling me, hey, getting a job, are you looking? I'm looking. And, just telling them that I was looking for a job. And I kept looking, but, and I know all of us know that it's not the easiest thing to find a job. It's actually quite hard. So I guess in that 4 months, that period of 4 months, I really struggled just doing nothing, not even just having no money just to give. I guess that's the main one thing. But on the other side, the happy side, was that, I got to coach, which is one thing I'm passionate about, is coaching rugby. And also got to do a lot of other volunteering stuff, like coaching school, primary kids up until the age of college kids as well. So that's, I guess there's two sides. So I had a lot of free time, so I got to do a lot of other things. And the bad side was that I got no money and I was pretty much like a bum.
Did you... So through your struggles, was there any support system in place that was set for you to help you through it?
To be honest, there wasn't really that much support. For me, I like to do stuff on my own, so I try to depend on my own. And I guess that sometimes, you can't really do things by yourself. You can only get so far, and then you just end up falling down. And I guess that's like with anything. You can't do everything on your own. You need like some hand or just something to help you. And I guess once you go through that, then you start to realize how important having people in your life is there. How important it is to have people in your life that can support you when you go through things, when you go through tough situations, and you go through things that are pretty intense and quite hard to get through. So I guess through that 4 months, I actually learned to value support from others instead of trying to be a bot and just take stuff on my own. Because reality, we ain't gonna get nowhere.
Was there we were in this building, your church. Was there ever a faith factor? Because it seems like you're quite involved with church. Was that kind of a pillar for you during these hard times as well?
Yeah, my faith was quite strong. At times I would pray, like every night I'll just pray and, Lord, if it's your will, let me have a job and stuff. And I guess in His ways, it should be on His time. And now I've got a job now, and not trying to force it on anything. I guess my faith is probably something that actually gets me through a lot of stuff. I think that's one of the most important things I find of being a Christian is that, you find that there is someone out there that does actually care for you. And, He desires the best for you. And I guess, I think at times where I forget Him. And I know it's not the best thing to say, but at times I just forget Him and I try to do stuff on my own. But when I try to do stuff on my own, I get nowhere. But when I start to go back to my faith, that's when I start to get somewhere. If you know where I'm coming from.
So, you've told me about your faith, and it seems like you're a strong Christian. Would it be fair to say because you love music, you're in the worship team?
Yep. It is, I guess, even though I've only played guitar for like 4 years, when I got the opportunity when they asked me if I want to be in the worship team, I just took it with both hands. And I guess from being in the worship team, it's also given me confidence to play better, because it's easy to play by yourself, but when people are watching you at the same time, it's quite intimidating. But I guess I've overcome that, and I've written I think I've written 3 songs now, and that's all just from the passion I have in music. And
So with writing those 3 songs, would you say music has helped you overcome your struggles? Was any of those songs birthed out of your struggles?
Yeah, totally. Some of the songs that I wrote, it's helped. I think one of them talks about the struggles that I went through, and it helps. When I look back at it, it just shows me the things that I went through and to where I am now. So it's sort of like a reflection. When I look back at what I was to what I am. So just the lyrics, they like grab people. Just the inspirational words that they have. But yeah, I guess besides that, Yeah, I just love music. It's just an awesome thing to do. Just passionate about singing, passionate about writing songs, and it all comes toe to toe with my faith as well. Being in the worship team, it's like a way that I can worship God and stuff.